Welcome, welcome to this week's edition of the Black Belt News Network Spotlight. We are live recording this for you guys, the top news in the Black Belt for this week. I'm Cindy Fisher, publisher of the Selma Sun and the Black Belt News Network.
Oh, hey, sorry. I'm Todd Prater. I'm staff writer, reporter, and general. Go get it and find some cool things to talk about kind of person.
We have so much to talk about this week. So
we do this week.
Let's go ahead and get started. And we're going to have to address the elephant in the room in Selma and Montgomery and the Black Belt. And that is the riverboat brawl that was on August 5th. It's been a week. We've got 5 arrests so far, mostly Selma folks. It wasn't a great day for Selma for sure. And we are hearing a lot of it in town, a lot of disappointment, but also some protests. So, we did end up, Rose Sanders and her group came out to protest at Vassar's, which one of the owners is supposedly one of the ones that was arrested and involved in this. And go to blackbeltnewsnetwork.com in order to see more about it. We've got a lot of stories, including the latest arrests. And it's an unfortunate event. And the protests only brought out about 12 people. It's about a dozen people. So, it could have been worse. The police were ready. And when Dixie next door was ready, and Vassar's was closed during that time so that they can have their say. But
thankfully, it was a peaceful protest. They had their say, and everything was done.
Yeah, and so that's the elephant in the room for Selma. Go to blackbeltnewsnetwork.com and see our coverage for that. But I have to admit, here at the Black Belt News Network, as well as what we've been doing the Selma Sun for Dallas County, is we really like the more positive news in town.
Amen.
Which is why our next headlines, we're going to roll right through to the Black Belt Media Day, which was Thursday, the same day as the protest. It was right before Todd and I both were there. And it was really cool because the Best Buy Teen Tech Center at Wallace Community College hosted this Black Belt Media Day for the sports, football and volleyball, which are our fall sports for high school. And we had a really great day of getting to listen to and meet the top players and coaches from Wilcox. This is from Lowndes and County and two Lowndes County schools. That is Southside High School was there, and Selma High School was there as well. That is also a Lowndes County school. And we got interviews with each of these folks separately outside, and we will be sharing those headlines and videos and interviews at blackbeltnewsnetwork.com over the next couple of weeks as football gets started in the next two Fridays. So we're coming up with our Friday night lights.
And we want to say thanks to the folks at the Teen Tech Center for putting that together. As a matter of fact, we spoke with them at the Football Media Days, and we're going to go and do a story on the Teen Tech Center to let y'all know how they're doing, because they closed down during COVID. They're back open. So we're going to let you know what it's all about. And we'll say thanks to those folks for helping the community like they do.
And we hope to partner with them too. We've been talking to them about sharing some of their videos here on our Black Belt newscast and spotlight. So stay tuned for that. We also, I just want to do a quick plug. We got a chance to talk to the Saints, Selma High School Saints new coach, Leon Day, who has told us that they are ready to go into the Memorial Stadium for their opening game, which is August 24th against Beauregard. Now, he says he's a glass half full kind of guy, and this story is on blackbeltnewsnetwork.com, so go check it out. And I've got the interview on video. We'll share that soon. He's basically saying we're expected to be in there. It may not be perfect, but we will be glad to be there. They've not had a home game in 2 seasons. So this will be a big deal for them if they can get back into the stadium.
And speaking of new coaches, Demopolis High School Tigers has a new head coach. His name is Lance Tucker. He is originally from Marengo County, but he moved around Alabama a bit. Went to the University of Alabama, played football there. He coached at a couple of schools here, went to Tennessee and coached, and then came back to Demopolis this year to be the head coach for the Tigers. He says that the kids are doing really well. They're liking it's a whole new staff. They're, as he put it, buying into the system. They're buying into, it sounds a lot like Saban, doesn't it? They're buying into what he was doing. Yeah, well, he coached, he played for it. So the kids seem to be doing really well and have a very positive attitude. And he said, as a matter of fact, the seniors are actually stepping up and leading the team.
Everybody's the same. Which one will be the best we can be. If that's 5 wins, it's 5 wins. If it's 15 wins, it's 15 wins.
Yeah.
Just be the best you can be. And if each individual is the best they can be, then the team's going to be pretty good.
Has there been anybody that's stepped up and shown big leadership capabilities that has stood out to you?
Well, I'm not going to call out any names yet,
Okay.
but I do think the seniors have really stepped up. This is a new coach for them, a new coaching staff for them, and we're only going to be as good as our senior leadership.
So he says it's going to be a good year for Demopolis. I want to build on the past successes and get better and better. So we're looking forward to some really good things out of the Tigers this year.
Yes, and we will be covering sports this year at blackbeltnewsnetwork.com. Absolutely check us out. We will have scores. We're going to have interviews with the players and the coaches as we go. And the season is coming up so soon. I hope it cools off a little bit for the football players.
A couple more weeks and it starts.
I know, it's crazy. So more good news. And I love covering education. So this one was a really fun one for me. The Black Belt Community Foundation has unveiled that they have bought 20 of these IgniteTables. And these tables are like giant iPads on legs. And these are, they use some federal dollars to get these 20 iPad tables is what I call them, IgniteTables. I know. And they're a lot of fun. This is the teachers in the Head Start program that are in Demopolis. There's some in Marengo County, Choctaw County, Wilcox, and Dallas counties. And they had a training day on Friday at Wallace, and got a chance to play on those tables and had a blast. And they, throughout the entire time, was saying, my kids are going to love this. My kids are going to love this. So it's geared at ages 3 to 6. So as you can see, it's very interactive, and it also collects data. So the teachers from afar can watch, and it's geared toward the inner workings. So for instance, like every kid has to collect all the bugs on the screen, and each one's assigned to a different bug before they are finished and they win the game. So they have to work together. So it was really fun. They loved the soccer games. Just watching the teachers have a good time with it and giggle was a lot of fun for me. And I also got to talk to Tequila Monroe, who is the director of Head Start, and she had this to say.
Night table will be used in the classroom on a daily basis. It will be incorporated into the lesson plan, the daily lesson plan. And what will happen is that we will use the table to help the teachers individualize, to provide support for the children throughout various domains, and also to help facilitate activities that would enhance their emotional learning.
So isn't that cool? She
That's
saw
fantastic.
these and themed
My
it.
inner geek is going to come out, okay? Here's my inner geek. I'm a Trekker. Have you ever watched Star Trek The Next Generation, the 90s version of it, with Captain Picard and Geordi LaForge? In engineering, Geordi diagnosed everything wrong with the Enterprise on a table exactly like that. So what's happening is science fiction has now become science fact yet again. It's the same kind of thing. Go back and watch one of those episodes.
And soon our kids in the Black Belt will be able to fly the Enterprise.
That's right. They'll be flying the Enterprise while they're cool. How's that?
That's what we're leading them toward. I love the fact, too, that they had talked about how trying to get the kids interacting was important to them because during the pandemic, they spent so much time separated. It was an important part of bringing the kids back together. So visit blackbeltnewsnetwork.com. You'll see more coverage on that. And it was just a really fun day. And I just love these stories that make me smile.
Yeah.
So
especially when it's something good for the kids.
Yes. So we want to give a big shout to our sponsors. So Randall Miller, Funeral Service and Crematorium, they are our number one sponsor, and we appreciate everything they do for us, especially letting us do this and helping us make this possible to do this newscast every week. If you would like to be a sponsor, email us at news@blackbeltnewsnetwork.com, and also send us your news to that same email address, and follow us. We are on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. We're everywhere. And we want to find you and you find us where we all meet online. So visit blackbeltnewsnetwork.com to see more about what we've got going on.
There you
We
go.
will see you. Hang on.
Next
I want to
week.
see everybody first before I leave. I just have to get it. Yes. Hello, everyone. Hey, join us again for our next episode and of the Black Belt News Network newscast. And this is our spotlight. And we will see you guys next time.
See you next week. Have a great week.